Hey, what's up, everybody? We're here back in another zefrank1 video. This is True Facts, Cats, Killer Sense. Okay, listen, I've not had my coffee today because they stopped the water and I cannot make coffee. Okay, so yes, that's my excuse for not being able to say words and shit.
Members of the family Felidae are obligate carnivores. All cats, from the majestic four-nippled tiger to the 6 to 8 on average, sometimes an odd-numbered nippled domestic cat, must eat meat to survive. Despite being very good at puking up grass, they have lost the ability to digest and ferment most plant matter. However, they're very good at digesting meat and organs with levels of fat that would quickly give us a heart attack. Cats have evolved into exceptional hunters with exceptional sensory capabilities. However,
Yeah, that thing
all of
cute
this
as
may
fuck.
have been driven by a lack of sense. All cats lack the ability to taste sweet. An irreversible genetic mutation in a common ancestor made their sweet receptors inoperable. So sweet and sour soup just tastes like sour soup. Cats may have become the super predators that they are because everything else just tasted like crap. You take my ding-dongs away, I'd go a little crazy too. What other small evolutionary quirks and adaptations can help explain the cat? What makes the tiger tick? Why'd you bleep that? I mean like tick-tock, like a cock. Follow me while we
He's
go
a mouth
behind
breather.
the tiger. That's weird. Inside? Follow me while we go inside behind the tiger? Oh, just inside the tiger. I think that's worse. Whatever. We'll talk about cats after a quick message about our sponsor.
Oh, Marvel?
Have you ever wanted to be a tiger? Well, this month, Tigra arrives in Marvel Contest of Champions, a free-to-play fighting game you get right on your mobile.
Hey, I'm starting to be attracted to the furry lifestyle of looking at this chick. Jesus
Contest
Christ.
of Champions, a free-to-play fighting
My
game you
God.
get right on your mobile device. This means that you can bring her and a whole menagerie of animal costume enthusiasts into your home. Here's Rhino, a man so powerful not even a rhino eating him can stop him. That's just how his suit looked like. That's how he do. Vulture has powerful wings and claws capable of breaking a man in two. I haven't seen a lot of robotically enhanced vultures, and honestly I'm glad about it. And of course, there's Tigra, who is dressed as my #1 last-minute Halloween costume, a kitty cat. Tigra here has heightened strength, speed, stamina, and razor-sharp claws. I do not, but I do look exactly as good as Tigra when I wear this outfit. Hitmonkey and Tigra are new this month, joining over 170
Why is there a monkey with
Marvel
4
characters
machine
from
guns?
every
4
imaginable
SMGs.
multiverse in Marvel
What the
Contest
fuck?
of Champions. Go download it now from the App Store or Google Play and play as these new characters, only available in the contest. Cats have very good night vision. They can see in the dark almost 6 times better than we can. When the lights come up
Hey, listen, that's not that good. I don't see shit in the dark, so I mean.
at the club, they're not as surprised at who they've been dancing with. They have a tapetum lucidum, which is a reflective layer inside the eye and behind the retina. The retina is where light-detecting photoreceptors are. So light hits those receptors on the way in and then is bounced back through those receptors again, amplifying the response to available light that enters the eye. Think of it like how the taste of a Taco Bell bean burrito is amplified by tasting it while you eat it, and then again when you verp it back up. The tapetum lucidum is what creates that eye shine effect. I mean, it's a little awkward if you're trying to hide. It's like if a ninja rode to work on his bike and then forgot to take his little pant cuff reflectors off. I see you, ninja. Like many animals, cats have a palpebra tertia, or third eyelid. This is what sometimes makes your cat look like a little demon baby when it wakes up. Think of it like a moist wipe, but for your eye. This membrane cleans and moistens the surface of the eye.
Oh yeah, I want one of these motherfuckers. That seems extremely useful. What the fuck, humans?
While also protecting it. Humans have a little fold called a plica semilunaris on the inside corner of their eye, which is a remnant of this membrane. It's not that weird little bump. That's the lacrimal caruncle. Kinda wanna pop it. You may have noticed that the pupil shape of a tiger is different than that of a domestic cat. There's lots of pupil shapes out there. Some are vertical, some are horizontal, some, like ours, are rounded in shape. And then whatever the hell this is. It's like the mouth of a sad ghost. And stupid clans, they don't even have pupils, they're dumb. You look like Jabba the Hutt when he got all horny. Horny Jabba. Martin Banks and et al., who's like the best scientist, he's on all the papers, used their sciences to explain these differences. It turns
Okay.
out that vertical pupils create an increased depth of field on vertical contours. This means that if you focus on an object, vertical things like blades of grass in front of or behind that object don't go out of focus as much as horizontal things do. This information can be used by the brain parts to more precisely calculate depth, and this arrangement is found in hunters that ambush and pounce on their prey. However, this benefit diminishes as you get taller. Lower to the ground predators like foxes and kitty cats have vertical pupils, while their taller relatives like wolves and big cats have round pupils. And this would explain why almost all birds have round pupils. Horizontal pupils are a bit different. They tend to be on prey animals with side-facing eyes. These function more to create a wide panorama that can discern a predator's movement across horizontal lines on the landscape. This only really works if the pupil is parallel to the horizon. And in these animals, as their head moves up and down, their eyes rotate to keep their pupils in line. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I know what you're thinking. If vertical pupils are so great, why do my cat's eyes go all cray-cray before it pounces?
What the
Once a cat
fuck?
is locked in,
You're a cat on some good catnip, my boy.
its target, it's probably trying to get as much visual information as possible before it flies blind, so to speak. Because of their relatively big-ass eyes, cats can't really focus on things closer than about 11 inches.
Oh, your cat
This
looking a
is
little
bit of an
special,
awkward
boy.
blind spot to have if you use your face to kill things. The cat's vibrissae, or whiskers, help fill in this
Hey.
information gap. These are sturdy hairs that go deep into the skin where they are surrounded by sensory receptors. Like a fishing pole, the hair itself can't feel, but the receptors are like your finger on the line. As the whiskers are displaced, these receptors respond to things like the force, direction, and acceleration of that movement to create a kind of touch picture. Sort of like when you feel around for keys in a cluttered handbag, except better. It seems as though they can even sense the air currents surrounding objects. When cats attack, this shot goes later. When cats attack, their whiskers move forward. Okay, so it's a bit of a fart in a hurricane if you're trying to stop a charging giraffe.
Oh.
But if you hunt large animals with a precision bite, it can be the difference between dinner and getting all messed
Yeah.
up.
Is that alligator? Did he die with a hat on? What
The
the
precision
fuck?
bite, it can be the difference between
Hey,
dinner
his
and
dick is
getting
up.
all messed up. Whiskers may even
the
allow a
fuck?
cat to feel the pulse of its prey, so it knows when it's safe to let go. Cats have a very good sense of smell, with over 40 times the odor-detecting cells in their nose parts.
Wow.
Cats communicate through scent. For example, here is this lion's Tinder and LinkedIn profiles, all in one. It's like the internet, except communicated by pissing all
Wow.
over stuff. It's basically the internet. To really get up in there and interpret these signals, they have another smelly organ called the vomeronasal, or Jacobson's organ. It is located above the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth where the cat has little ducts that lead to it. When animals that have this organ use it, they exhibit what should be called stank mouth, but scientists call it Flamon's response, whatever. You know Flamon must have liked the stank though. I'll check to see if the milk is good kind of guy. What's that brown thing on the carpet? Go get Flamin, he'll smell it. In any case, you know when you try and smell your own breath without using your hand and you think no one notices? This is what you look like. Domestic cat owners will sometimes see this after their cat has a quick chat with its eye of Sauron, so to speak. You know the position. It's the, "What, honey, my doctor asked me to send him a picture of my hemorrhoid" position. Telemedicine.
buddy.
Oh, don't front. We know what you... Oh, you were going to lick your toes? Is that how you normally do it? One of the most striking features of a cat's tongue is that it is rough. You'd think it'd be meow. Sorry, dad joke. Being licked by a cat is kind of like watching a 2-year-old that
Sucks.
just learned how to blow through a harmonica. Super cute at first, and then quickly becomes painful. Cats' tongues are covered in little spiky papillae made of keratin, the same stuff that makes fingernails. Scratchy. For a long time, these papillae were assumed to be solid conical spikes. However, Dr. Alexis Knoll and et al., again, was looking at how papillae might help a cat eat by dragging a cat tongue over a piece of pork.
Okay.
As one does in science. She had a lot of tongues lying around, all donated post-mortem. You know she has a good comeback when somebody says, "What's the matter, cat? Got your tongue?" Oh, you'll find it's just the opposite, Mr. Bond. Anywho, Dr. Knoll found that after cleaning the papillae, some of the meat was still stuck. A closer look revealed that the papillae are not solid cones, but rather grooved in a U shape. It turns out that these grooves are just the right size to pull in and hold a certain amount of saliva from the mouth through surface tension. This is very useful in grooming, which is like the cat's main gig. Cats have 2 layers of fur, an outer protective coat of longer, thicker hairs and an undercoat of many, many fine hairs. If the cat had a smooth tongue, its saliva would cause the top layers of hairs to mat and stick together, and would only partially penetrate the fur. In the grooming motion of the cat, however, the papillae rotate to become perpendicular with the tongue, while the fur is compressed. This allows the papillae to get all the way to the surface of the
definitely
skin.
not cute.
As these are drawn through the fur, they deposit the trapped saliva along the thin strands of hair and onto the skin. Even big furry cats like
is
the
that a
snow
bobcat?
leopard can reach their skin with their papillae.
What is
Only
that
the
thing?
domestic
What
Persian
is
snow
this?
leopard
Why does it look like a fucking beast? Looks like some dude went in the mountains, trained for like 30 years and came back from the mountains.
can
Look at him.
reach their skin with their papillae. Only the domestic Persian has fur too long and dense.
I had 2 of these. Yo, if you've had a Persian cat, or whatever they call it exactly, and you shave it, my fucking guy, because so ugly, my boy. It's so ugly.
For effective self-grooming. You can kind of tell. This grooved tongue brush filled with spit adaptation is good for cleaning, but it may also be vital for cooling. Cats have very few sweat glands, and the ones they have are mainly
What's
on the
wrong, my
pads of their
boy?
paws. Wait, how many toes is that? The saliva that they deposit on their skin and fur evaporates and helps them cool down. Cats use another fancy tongue trick when they drink. That is, if they can actually find the water. They can't really see things close up, but still, heaven forbid you get your nose a tiny bit wet. Trust me, I could drink beer out of a bucket in the dark. Both dogs and cats curl their tongues backward when they drink, but the dog creates a kind of little spoon shape that goes under the water and scoops it up and brings it back to
weird.
the mouth. Since the dogs do it that way, the cat had to do it all different. Instead of going under the water, cats rest a smooth part of their curled under tongue on the surface of the water. This creates liquid adhesion, which you can kind of feel if you put your palm on the surface of water. Try it when your roommate is in a bath, for science. When the cat pulls its tongue back, water is pulled up with it through inertia. This creates a column of water suspended for a moment.
No wonder fucking cats take like ages to drink water. They take like a fucking molecule of water a second. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Just shove your mouth in there.
Before gravity screws everything up. The cat's mouth quickly chomps on that water column before it falls. Lots of complicated little sips. Sort of like eating by throwing things up in the air and trying to catch them in your mouth.
I
Like
suck at
some
that.
young people are wont to do with grapes. Yes, the cat is remarkable to behold for its strength, speed, and power. But perhaps it is the small things that truly let us take a peek behind the cat. Are you not hearing that? I'm telling you, it doesn't sound right. And by the way, you don't have to take a peek behind a cat. They'll parade it around right in front of you. I mean, if it was up to me, that's where I'd put their third eyelid. Or maybe not. It'd be weird if it winked at you. All cats, from the majestic four-nippled type... Why are we saying how many nipples they have? No, I get that it's factual. Well, sure, but I don't introduce you as Jerry, my two-nippled friend. Right. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Oh, really? Harry Styles has 4. Drinking beer from...
I don't know what the hell was up with that fucking ending, but that was True Facts Cats Killer Sense by zefrank1. Let me know what y'all think. If you've had any cats, what has your experience been? Comment, subscribe, and see you next time, buddy. Have a nice fucking day.